Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ingus and I'm from iJust Electronics, and today we're going to be finishing off a Mitsubishi E800 drive where we're going to be setting up the drive today in remote control or with a MOP speed control, where we're going to be using two buttons to change the frequency, and also we'll be setting up the drive for multi-frequency setup. And if you haven't seen the last two videos where we commission the drive and run the drive local mode, and then we run the drive in remote control with two-wire control, both of those videos are going to be in the description below. Also, all the manuals, parts and everything else that I believe that would help you out in any way, they are going to be in the description below. And before we get going, guys, these drives are available now at a company called LC Automation, where you can purchase them from their website, and all of them pretty much are there. And everything else, if you wish to, there's quite a lot of the websites, so definitely check them out. There's a large variety and very good prices. And if you're looking for any type of discount for whatever you purchased from LC Automations, definitely get in touch with us and we'll be able to help you out with that. So without further ado, let's get started. Alrighty, so our next station is set up and it's gonna look like that. So we have our forward run, reverse run, speed up and speed down. Of course you can add more because there's still to the system that I have set up in here, you still have RL left over, the RES is left over, so you can still put like a jog on it or whatever you want to put on it. There's still a room for those as long as you pre-program them. And plus you can use the same system as well with the 3-wire control, the one we did in the last video. So if you don't know, haven't seen that one, you want to know how that's done, definitely check out the previous video, which is going to be linked below. So yeah, we got like couple of nice switches in here, speed up and speed down, and also we are using the emergency stop, which is now being programmed into MRS basically. So MRS, it will be the one determining to shut the drive down in the event of emergency. And when it comes down to wiring, it's actually quite straightforward. There we go. So number one comes to our E-stop, and then it goes through E-stop, and then number two goes back to our MRS that's been pre-programmed to be our emergency stop inside the drive, and then it supplies power to all the normally open contacts. The first one is a start forward, second one is start in reverse. Obviously they still reflect a start forward and start reverse, SDR and SDF. By default. And these two guys down here, the one is going to go speed up and one is going to go speed down, and that is in our speed up is in RM and speed up is in speed up is in RH and speed down is RM. And the what's it called down there, RL, it is a speed reset, and that is basically if by any chance you want the speed to go down quickly, you're able to do it by closing this RH signal by additional button. We are not going to be doing that because didn't see much of a point, but if you do wish to have a button that you want to reset the frequency to 0, you are definitely able to do that. And regarding actual parameters that we need to change, and one that really plays a big role into this setup is parameter 59, and that one needs to be 6. At least in my mode, there's a couple of modes that you can choose. Do check out parameter 59 in a manual, and if you are using an FR configurator, you can just double click on parameter 59 and open your whole pages of what is part of this system, where it explains step by step what each thing means. So definitely check out that in the manual, where the full description is being described, and what a better place to find that it is literally in e-manuals, because there are so much content in there. So so all you need to do is go to the parameter 59. By default it's 0, as I already have selected one, but there's more. There's like 2, 11 and 13. Each one of them do a little bit different things, especially when it comes down to EEPROM. When it comes down to EEPROM, that speed at the moment, if you change in the buttons and we stop the system, the speed will stay where it stopped the last time. If you don't want that, you can change that with adjusting a parameter 59, and check out the manual which one is reflecting that. Button sensitivity is adjusted by second frequency, and that is done in 44. In here I have put like roughly 10 seconds, basically that's the acceleration, deceleration, both of them will work from this parameter. But if you want a bit more how this is controlled, parameter 45 can do a bit more than that, but definitely check out what that is and how does it do it in a manual. I don't want to do that in this video because that'll be something else for you guys to work it out yourselves. So in there you pretty much adjust the button sensitivity, and that's pretty much it when it comes down for a setting up the system ready to go for up and down speed control plus forward reverse. Again, I remind you that you can still do a start stop button, you can still have a reverse and forward, because all is about is how many inputs you still got left to achieve your desired results, and there is plenty in this drive. So let me put the cover on and I'll show you how that works. Oh, and one more thing, in e-manual you as well going to be getting your wiring diagram as well from Mitsubishi. It's quite hard to print out from e-manual. For whatever reason my printer doesn't work, so I'm unable to show you that page. So that's what it looks like. So here we go. So all we need to do, click to run. As you can see, I hold quite a bit now, and my speed goes up alright. And at the same time it comes down to the same with the same acceleration, the acceleration. They both are the same, so that's pretty much. Let's see if it. There we go. This one again cancels each other out. So now it spins the other way. So if you shut it down, it just stops it, but it does remember the frequency. If you do not like that, do definitely check out. There's an option for you to return that back down to 0 if you wish to. And obviously, if you're in run mode and you click that, it will sort of put a drive in emergency stop. Obviously this emergency stop can be used for all sorts of different applications and how you want to work, but definitely if you fancy exploring these drives, be sure to play around, because there's a lot of ton of fun you can do with it. Especially we're going to try out in the number 4 video, we're going to play a little bit with the PLC. So here we go. So obviously if you release it, oh yes, if you release it, it will start back up again. So that's how pretty much that works. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully I have covered and got you the right path to understand how the plus minus speed works within this Mitsubishi E800. So next, let's have a look how the multi-frequency works. Okay, as for the multi-frequency setting, there's not much change actually needs to be done, because already by default there is a 3 preset speed already being pre-programmed. As you can see, the high, and medium, and low. So those 3 speeds already being pre-programmed, and they are in a 4, 5, and 6th parameter. Let's have a look at this. Ooh. Yeah, there's 50 hertz in here. Oop. No, in there. 30 in there, probably 10 in there. Here we go. So they are all in there, and those are the 3 speeds that which are going to be by default already there. Just all you need pretty much to do is have a run button, which I can show in a minute, and obviously run the cables into RN, RM, RH, and RL. So in this station, let's show how that wiring works. It's quite straightforward, like the other ones we did. Again, you can have this on a 3-wire control. You just remember, you can still play with you can have go for them to go in reverse. You can have them going forward. You can have add the jog button. All these options are still available if you wish to add to your system. But in this system, we will have basic station like that. Again, number 1's coming to our e-stop, and e-stop going back to MRS, which we programmed as an emergency stop. And then it powers up all the switches then. So the first one is the 3, which goes back to start forwards. That's going to be basically what puts the drive in the run mode. And from there on, there's 1, 2, and 3. They all go back to R, L, M, N. No, RM. No, RL, RM, and RH. I keep forgetting those letters. So as the buttons are selected, it will select that speed. And there's 3 speeds set by default. But if you want more, if you are going to the manual page, I have finally worked out how to print out a quality stuff. If you go to the manual page at 234, the manual you're going to have in the description below, it will take you to this page, which sort of explains to you how the multi-frequency speeds work. And as you can see down here, you go forward, reverse, high speed, low speed, and blah blah blah. Plus, you can still add more if you wish by programming up some other free digital inputs. And to get the more than 3 speeds, which are going to be a combination, is it gives you a nice graph in here. It tells you what switches you select together, what sort of speed you are going to be achieving, like 4, 5, and 6, and 7. Just by having 3 buttons, you can get 4, 5, and 6, and 7 speed. But if you want all the way to 15 speeds, you need to add another button, and that another button, the assignment is called REX signal. That REX signal you can add to any free digital inputs, and you can use that fourth signal to create much more speeds. And regarding speeds, where they are set, as soon as if you leave the mode, not the mode, the parameter. If you go to parameter 24, yeah, 24, this is where you set the rest other 4 speeds. If by default these between 24 and 27 and 232 and 239, all those are set to 999, pretty much don't work. So if you're going to try to switch in between the buttons, they will not work because they're not being set to work. So you need to make sure you set your frequencies according to this diagram in here, and according to numbers you are after, and it gives you sort of a good indication in here where those speeds needs to be set. If you wish to have up to 15 speeds, we're not wishing to do that. We are just gonna get our basic run, and our station is gonna look like that. With run speed 1, 2, and 3, and plus I'll show you as well how that additional speeds works as well. So let me put the cover on, and I'll show you how that works. And the way that works, there you go, the cover is on. And by the way, this run signal, as it says in the manual, that is your start forward signal. If you're still gonna have a potentiometer in there, which is between 10, 2, and a 5, you will be reading frequency from there, so it will start at that frequency. You can still have the potentiometer. I don't know what would you want to if you want to run male frequency speed, but just in case if you do, you'll be reading that frequency from those terminals. So here we go. I'll put the drive in the run mode. Here we go, as you can see my run signal is flashing, and by selecting my speed 1, that's my 2, speed 2, that's my 30, that's preset in there, and speed 3, that's my 50. And now, because I have selected the frequency on between 24 and 27, now is able to read the other frequency. So if I put that one on, it will jump to 45, and that is a speed 6. So just to give you an idea, there we go, that's speed 37, that's whatever that speed is, 2570. Just put the random digital numbers in there. Well, that's 29. So here we go, that's pretty much, hopefully gives you a good idea how multi-frequency can work and how can you get more speed, more than 3. So that will be it, ladies and gentlemen, for this drive, as we covered quite a bit of more functionalities in the last 3 videos. So there's obviously a ton more, a lot more complex applications and things like that. In the next video, we're going to be checking out this RF configurator, where you can sort of pre-program the drive via like a PLC in the more ways, if you want to say it like that. We're going to definitely check it out how that works and see if you can work out build some sort of a program that we can upload in the drive, and it does the business. So thank you very much for watching. If you guys like this video, please smash that like. If you didn't, smash the dislike. Comment below what you like, what you don't like. Any questions, do not hesitate to ask. I will do my best and utmost I can to answer them as accurate as possibly I can. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.